And there is my front wheel well opening. Now let's cut that out. And there is our door. The only thing we need to do is we need to come in here, we need to cut this out a 1/2 inch, because we're gonna hem this wheel opening here, and we're gonna hem the wheel opening back there. So we gotta get rid of a 1/2 inch of that, and then we can cut that a little bit. Doing these doors one piece with this brake, it isn't easy. I mean, you can do it, but it definitely takes a little work. Really need to build me a little table. Put back this brake. I always try to use the factory edge of the sheet as my top that overlaps onto the car, so you have that nice straight edge. And I use my cut edge on the bottoms where I hem, because I know the hem will come back and straighten it out. I could probably make this easier on myself, and I could probably move this seam forward to here and then make this a little steeper, but live and learn. All right, so that brings us up to our next little operation. We've got to hem the wheel well openings. There's two tools. The first tool, you set the depth of the hem you want, and this tool, you run her back and forth, gradually adding a little more pressure, and this will take your hem to 90 degrees. Then after you get the hem to 90 degrees, you take the second tool, and this one takes it from 90 to 180. So this one, as you roll it, as you work it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, you'll get this disc parallel with the face of your sheet, and it'll create a nice hem. Just start in. Let's make a first pass just to get your profile started. And as we roll around, we just add a little more pressure. You can see we've already taken about 45 degrees. Another thing you want to make sure you do when you use this thing, you want to wear a real good set of gloves, preferably like a abrasion, like a cut resistant, because man, if you're doing this and your hand slips and it goes across it, you are cutting and just gonna slice up your hand. So it's best to have a real just a decent set of gloves. All right, and there we have our first 90. Now we'll come back with the 180 tool and tip it over. Is. Let's come back here to the table edge. And locks her down. There we have one nice hemmed edge. And just like that, we have another nicely hemmed edge. Yeah, Hem Pro. Here's the information. It's hemprofabtools@gmail.com or www.facebook.com/hemprotools. Jacob Pohl, Hempro. And this is the, well, obviously I did the door and the quarter on this side, but this is only the third or fourth time I've used these. It takes you just a few minutes to really figure them out. I mean, you really need to do, your hem really needs to be about a 1/2 inch, 3/8 to a 1/2 inch long, and it works great. Anything less than that, it's kind of, it'll do it, but getting the loop over is a little rougher. But it seems 3/8 to 1/2 inch is the sweet spot for them. But it's a great tool. I've had them for a couple months now, and with this car I finally got a chance to use them. So we'll set these aside. We're going to use them again on the other quarter. Now we got the door hung. We're going to concentrate on the fender side here for a few minutes and sort of get it roughed out. Now I don't want to take it to the exact shape. I'm just going to try to get it off the wheel and tire. Reach in here, transfer the shape of the door on the fender side. Okay, now we know that's where the top of our fender is. All right, guys, I've gotten a lot done off camera. Let's go over here to the car. Now I went ahead, I've got the rocker panels bolted down to the bottom of that door. We got the passenger side quarter panel cut, hemmed, formed. Now we need to mount the rocker, and we have the bracing and rocker panels on. There's an aluminum angle, goes down the center, not quite the center of the door. And then we got the lower angle. Now, I drilled that angle. And I installed rib nuts in it. And the rocker panel is sandwiched between that bottom door angle and the outside door plate. And bolted in place. And that's pretty much the same procedure for the rear quarter panel on the driver's side. Is the same way. All right, so now it's just a matter of getting this last quarter panel, getting the rocker installed, getting it bolted in place, and getting its brace angle put in the middle. And then we just got to put the strapping on and we're finished. All right, well, I'm gonna set up time lapse and we will get the driver's side door put on. Doors bolted down, fender tops are bolted down now. All that side's bolted down, riveted down. So just got this last one, set some rivets here, set some across the top, rivet down the split blade, and that'll be all panels attached, and we just gotta do the bracing. So let's get her done, guys. Like that, all the body panels are attached. Clean her off. We're gonna trigger that stupid air compressor. Now I had spring steel ordered for this, but it hasn't showed up yet. It says it's back ordered. So for right now, I'm gonna put aluminum on here, and when the spring steel comes in, I'll replace it. Now we need to measure for the top braces. Push that out. 21 and a half. So 21 and a half. All right, now it's basically what I was looking for. I was wanting that quarter just to kick out ever so slightly. So I'm gonna keep this quarter, gonna be about the same place, right about there. And then this one here, I'll bring in where it's about 90 degrees to the deck. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this side braced up. I'll get back with you as soon as I'm done. All right, guys, well, that brings an end to the body series. Got the rest of the bracing put on the body off camera. When I get the spring steel in, I'm gonna go back and swap out all the spring steel with the aluminum, and we might catch up with that, replacing the strapping, using the spring steel, using the punch, showing you how to do all that. But as for right now, the body's a wrap. Now, I do have more things to do to this car. I have to swap out a caliper on the right front, have to do a little more wiring inside the dashboard. Then we're gonna fire this thing up. We gotta bleed the clutch yet, double check the brakes, make sure they're good. Oh, and go through all the hubs and do the bearings, repack the bearings, clean everything. I'll take you along for all those. We may hit the road this weekend. Might be going to Kokomo Clash with a buddy. He's gonna run his late model there. Went over there, went to his shop last night, or to his buddy's shop, and we worked on that last night. I rewired, put some new connectors, Deutsch connectors on his MSD and box for him. And we got it fired up. It's got a LS in it and sounds pretty healthy. I may throw a little clip in here at the end of us doing that. But other than that, thanks for watching the videos. Thanks for stopping by. If you haven't, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you know when I'm uploading new content, and I'll see you in the next one.